Hey guys, I am Adam. Welcome to the Vintage Sanctuary. So I'm going to go with hopefully par excellence again, which is a play on the French term par excellence. And I've got a number of pairings here. Not much is new, but I'll explain as we go along. And then also I have a totally anonymous care package that we'll check out somewhere in the middle. So without further ado, let's do it. All right, so what you are looking at here is the 2022 Topps Chrome Aaron Judge MVP Buybacks X-Fractor. Now, before we talk about this card, let me just say that for a long time I have wanted to buy an Aaron Judge rookie, and I realized this is not from his rookie year, this is from his MVP year. But every time I would look at numerous Aaron Judge rookies online, I would just get overwhelmed and give up, literally, and that was the end of that. Well, finally, inspired by Shane, Shoebox Legends, and Dylan of Double D Vintage Baseball, I decided that for Aaron Judge, I would go after cards from his MVP season, where he became the natural single-season home run king with 62 home runs, surpassing Roger Maris's 61 in 1961. And I decided that the only cards I was going to go after of Aaron Judge from 2022 would be either versions of his Topps or Topps Chrome that have this image right here, the card number 99. So let's check this one out. This is the 2020. Now it says 2023. Here's why. This was issued in 2022, and you would get it out of a mega box, and it did not have this 2022 MVP stamp yet because, we didn't know he would be the MVP. But then when he became the MVP, people could turn his cards into card shops that were participating and get, I believe, $20 of store credit. And then those stores would send these cards back to Topps in order to get reimbursed for that store credit. So this one, even though it says 2023, was issued in a 2022 mega box. Somebody, traded it in for store credit. It got sent back to Topps, and then guess what Topps did? Topps stamped this 2022 MVP stamp on the front of the card, but they also serial numbered the back out of 100. I don't know why they chose 100. Maybe it's because they got around 100 of these X-Fractors back. But anyway, why did I buy this one? Well, not only do I think it's cool, but check this out. It's number 62 of 100 in the year where he hit the 62 home runs. So I think that's, kind of a cool bonus. And this is an 8, but to me, I'm not sure why it's not higher. I think it's a wonderful card. I paid $50 for it, which actually might just be an overpay for, a near mint to mint 8. I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but I was willing to pay a premium for that number 62 in the year when he hit 62 home runs. And I don't know if I'm the only person that's willing to pay that premium or one of the few, but hey, if I overpaid a little bit, I'm happy, so no big deal. And then I'm going to pair it with this card, which is also an 8 with the same image. And I got this for $24. The seller wanted $30, and I offered him $24, and he took it. This is the black from the United Kingdom edition, and notice the UK flag there. And to me, again, an 8 that to me looks perfect to me. Such a beautiful card, and these they stamped at a 125, so this is pretty limited as well. And so this is number 84 out of 125. So on the left, the buyback X-Fractor, number 62 out of 100. On the right, the UK black, number 84 out of 125. So a couple of pretty scarce cards. Of course, manufactured scarcity for sure. But these are the first two cards that I got as the beginning of my collection of Aaron Judge Topps or Topps Chrome number 99 cards with this image. So I decided rather than going for some of his rookie cards to go after versions of this card from the year where he became the all-time natural home run single season leader. Notice, by the way, for the UK on the back, under the 99, it says UK edition. And then on the X Fractor, under the 99, it says Chrome, since this one is a Chrome product. So that's my plan for Judge. So this is the first modern player that I'm collecting. And my plan at this point is to limit my modern collecting only to Aaron Judge, only to his MVP season where he hit the home run record, and only to versions of card number 99 with this image out of either Topps or Topps Chrome. And of course, could be from the UK or maybe Japan or something, but time will tell. We shall see. All right, moving on from here. I know I've shown this one fairly recently. The 48 Bowman Johnny M in an EX5, which is just, so amazingly sharp and clean for the grade. And I thought, let's go ahead. I thought this would pair really well with his 49 Bowman, which comes in two versions with a name on front and this one, no name on front. So I hope to get the name on front at some point too. But again, these things take time for sure. But this is just a really, really beautiful card. And so we've got Johnny Mize's first Bowman card. And then we've got his first color Bowman card. And of course, you can see these are basically the same image. And one, of course, is black and white and the other color. So I thought those paired really nicely. And then from there, let's move on to, I know I showed this recently, the 52 Topps Yogi Berra in a good 2, which is, so stunning for the grade. It's got a little paper loss on the back there. That's the major issue right there, but really, really nice for the grade. Well, let's pair that with my other 52 Topps Yogi Berra. This is an SGC4. Really nice card. Exceptional centering, I think, for this particular card. And this one got the PWCC sticker. So this is a tough card. This is a tough card to find even reasonably centered, with nice eye appeal. And I think that's really cool because I think we are looking at a couple of, relatively low or lower, mid-grade, whatever, 52 Topps Yogi Berra cards with really exceptional eye appeal. All right, and then from here, we will continue on. How about sticking with 52 Topps? How many 300-win pitchers are there in 52 Topps? Well, there are 2. There's Warren Spahn. And let me show you that card a little closer. This is a really stunning SGC5. It's got that red background like the Jackie Robinson, except at a fraction of the price. For, those of us who can't swing the Jackie Robinson, I'm not saying this is, well, I guess it's an alternative if you want the red background and you want a fantastic Hall of Famer from, 52 Topps. And then the early win in a near mint 7. And what it lacks in a little bit of off-centering, it makes up for it in every other conceivable way. It's like just perfect, like, pack fresh perfection. That you might see a little something down here, but it's on the holder, not the card. So other than the off-centering, which I don't think is too bad, that card I really believe is absolutely perfect otherwise. So these are the only 2 pitchers in 1952 Topps that are 300-win players. And of course, early win made exactly 300 wins. And then I forget how many Warren Spahn made. Maybe it was 373, somewhere in there. He's the winningest left-hander ever. Could always go for the pitchers in 52 tops. If somebody wants to complete something out of the glorious 52 top set, the pitchers would be a nice way to go. I think the Hoyt Wilhelm rookie card in the high numbered series would be, that would be kind of spendy, but anyway, that's one option for 52 tops. Now from here, let's move to 53 tops. The 53 tops Yogi Berra in an EX5, really, really just vibrant colors, really sharp. It's a little off center to the right and down, but to me, you don't notice it so much because of how light the background is with the sky here. Now, there is a little wrinkle that, really wants to show up, I guess, on camera, but that doesn't bother me a bit. I think for a 5, I think this is a really nice card, and 5s aren't supposed to be perfect, but I think this is just so nice, so glorious. That was one of my early vintage pickups, and that's a card that I just really, really wanted. That 53 tops Yogi Berra was just really high on my list, so I was super stoked to get that. And then now this card is just insane. We're going to pair that with another 53 tops that I haven't shown for a while. I mean, come on. What kind of a 4 is this? Check this out. What kind of a 4 is this? There are no wrinkles, no creases. It's centered up, but with that really light background, you can hardly tell. Look how sharp the back is here. I mean, this card is just insanely nice, and it got the grade of 4. So, I mean, that is an insanely nice 4. So we have, one fantastic Hall of Fame pitcher and one fantastic Hall of Fame catcher from 1953 tops. All right, where will we go from here? Well, I guess this will, kind of sort of be like an intermission show of sorts, because let's go ahead and open my package. And again, I know who sent this to me, but he sent it on behalf of somebody else who prefers to remain anonymous, at least for now. So I have absolutely no clue what was sent my way. I have not looked inside, but I did cut off the end of the envelope just to save us a little time. All right. And then, we've got a little package, so I will work on that. I think it's going to be very well packaged here, so it should open up relatively easily. And let's see what we've got in here. Oh, wow. Oh, check this out. Look at this. Look at this. This is the Eddie Lopat. I believe this is maybe the New York Daily Journal, I think. This is such a beautiful card. This one is in really, really nice shape. By the way, I believe another YouTuber sent me a copy of this card. That was Mike Hitman 23. The one that he sent me was, somewhat well-loved, but still really nice. And now I've got this one as well, which is really sharp. Let me take it out of here. So I'm super stoked. I tell you what, this one, let me see if I can get in here. Wow. Whoever sent this knows that I'm a fan of Eddie Lopat, and such a thoughtful gift. And wow, this is really, I've looked at these, and the picture is seldom this nice. It often has a lot of snowing. This is a really, really, really nice copy, and this is not so easy to find. So, if you are the anonymous person who sent this to me, thank you. Thank you so much. That is really, really cool. I don't have a Lopat out to pair with this, but wow, I am just blown away. That is really, really nice. Yeah, I may end up sending that to SGC. So I don't have a Lopat right, in the room with me without having to dig one up. But wow, thank you so much. That's really awesome. I am super stoked. All right, where do we go from there? Well, let's move on to 54 tops. And back by popular demand, the big clue, Ted Kluszewski. Now, talk about what kind of a 4 is this? This is another one of those, what kind of a 4 is this? I mean, look at this. Look how sharp this is. Look how vibrant. Check out the centering. I mean, come on. This looks like a 9 to me. I mean, or maybe a 10. Well, probably not a 10, because how could a vintage card be a 10? But this looks like an 8, a 9. I mean, that's insane. All right, let's see if there's a bunch of wear on the back. No. I mean, realistically, this actually looks to me like it's probably a 7 or something. But, hey, or a 6 or a 7 or a 6.5. But, I'm not worried about any of that. I just think it's absolutely glorious. I love this card. Didn't pay too much for it either. And I think the eye appeal is just off the charts, stunning for the grade. Who will we pair that with? We'll stick with 54 tops. Another slugger, another Ted. So we've got Ted Kluszewski and Ted Williams. The 54 tops Ted Williams in an EX5. From the first top set that he was in, this is such a stunning card. The previous owner told me it was in an 8 OC, and when he resubmitted it, got a 5. And because it's, off-center to the top there, that would not surprise me a bit because this card is, quite sharp. So really, really nice. I decided I'd pair these two Teds, which is what I think, Rob Gronkowski was talking about when they won the Super Bowl, and he said, two Teddies. Or maybe I misunderstood what he had to say. But anyway, they both have that glorious yellow background with the red lettering for their names, and they both have these wonderful smiles. So I think those cards go really, really well together. By the way, there's another card with these very two Teds. Might be 58 or 59 tops. It's a multiplayer card. I would like to get that one at some point. Continuing on then, where do we go from here? How about a couple of 54 red hearts with a red background? A couple more sluggers. We've got Ralph Kiner in a 4. This is one of those forever 4s because, who would ever need to upgrade? This thing is just insanely nice. I actually had a 5, an older PSA 5, that actually looked like it probably ought to be a 4 or a 3, one of my early purchases. And I sold that and bought this 4. I upgraded to a 4, and I'm 100% convinced I upgraded because the eye appeal on this. And back by popular demand, the big clue again, in a 5. By the way, this older 5, I bought with the older 5 Kiner from the same set. But this one's in pretty nice shape. And the Kiner was pretty rough for a 5. So again, I sold the Kiner and upgraded to a 4. You could say downgraded, but got a card with much nicer eye appeal. The eye appeal on this big clue, though, it works for me. I think it's an absolutely beautiful card. Wow. This red background is just so vivid, Like, I would say it competes with any of the refractors today, not because it has the same shininess, but just because of that powerful red. It's just so rich. So I absolutely love these two cards. Okay, continuing on from here, where will we go? Well, let's see. I need to show you this card because it was a tough decision, but I just sold this card and I'm going to need to mail it off tomorrow. And it's a big one. And my plan is to take the money and set it aside and have it available for the National in late July. So I sold one of my first vintage cards ever. This is the card I just sold that I need to send off tomorrow. And that's the 56 tops grayback in a PSA 5. And this card is so sharp. Off-center to the top, absolutely. But that's pretty much the only thing to pick on. This card is so incredibly nice. And let me just say that this is a card. I know I've shared this before, but let me just share this again. This is a card that I had sold a Shaq Beam Team. I had 3 of them, and I still have one of the Beam Teams. but I had sold a Shack Beam Team at the very peak of the market, got lucky, for like $1,225, and it paid for most of this 5. And now I just sold this 5, and even after fees, I actually made a really nice profit. So I'm pretty stoked about that. So, and since I sold the Shack that mostly paid for this card, the Shack has went down to where it's only worth about maybe a quarter or a third of what it was. Probably, actually, maybe a quarter, maybe less. I don't know, but somewhere in there. And this has went up. So I really got fortunate there. So why would I sell that beautiful card? I mean, I love that card, and that was my first big vintage card. Well, I decided to sell it because I had got this card recently. Now, it's not, it's got a little bit of wrinkling over here, and it's got a little bit of chipping on the edges or corners. So it's not in as nice of shape as the 5, but it's better centered. And it's the white back, which is about literally 10 times as scarce. There's about 10 gray backs roughly for every white back, or maybe even a little more than that. So it's much scarcer. It's nicely centered. And it's got the white back, which I think is really nicer. In fact, let's try to compare the two backs here, at least part of them. And to me anyway, the colors are more vibrant on the white back, and the contrast for the cartoons with the white back versus the gray back, it works better for me. I mean, I think it's glorious either way, but I really like the white backs better. So I said, okay, I don't need so much money tied up into 2 versions of this card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the white back, because it's got better centering, it's much scarcer, and I like the back a lot more. And I'll go ahead and sell the gray back, which I can actually get more money for, and that'll give me a good chunk of change to take to the National, and then I can try to get, another big card. So would I like to keep both of these cards? That would have been nice. I mean, I like them both, but I like the white back more, so I figured why not just keep the white back and go ahead and move the gray back to get something else that I really, really want, rather than having so much money tied up into 2 versions of the same card. All right, that being said, let's pair this white back Mickey Mantle with this Jackie Robinson, my only Jackie Robinson card, playing days. The 56 tops in a BVG4, and this card is so nice. I know you can get the glare with the BVG, but this card is really, really nice. No wrinkles, sharp, centered, just, vivid colors. In fact, the back is really nice too. You got that white back. In fact, it got the S Superior PWCC S sticker, which is a pretty rare sticker to get. Of course, I don't care about, or scarce sticker. I don't care about, how scarce the sticker is. I mean, I like those stickers. But what I really care about is how nice the card is, and that's a really, really nice card. So let's check out these 2 white backs together. The Jackie Robinson together with the Mick that I'm keeping. And now we are down. Oh, I love these cartoons. I mean, to me, for this particular set, I probably love the back more than the front. I mean, usually the front I love more, but I probably love the back more than the front for 56 tops. And then we're down to my final pairing. This card I got at the 2022 National, the 69 tops Willie Mays in a 5. Just a really nice card. And then this card I got more recently, like maybe a handful of months ago, and that's the 69 tops Hank Aaron in a 4. And this card just really, really presents well for a 4. Just an outstanding card. Another Forever 4, as well as a Forever 5, which to me means these are so nice to me that I would, never have any desire to upgrade, because I think they're not perfect, but I think they look really, really nice. So I'm super stoked to have them. So that completes the pairs. Hopefully this was, pair excellence, par excellence. You can let me know if you wish, which pairs you like the most. Would love to hear your thoughts, or if there are any pairs you thought did not go well together, although I think these pairs were probably paired pretty nicely. That was the goal. I am going to close it out, though. Close it out. Let's show this stunning beauty. Wow. I believe this is the New York Journal, New York American Journal, Eddie Lopat, gifted to me by some wonderful anonymous member of this community. That is so incredibly thoughtful. I'm going to go ahead and turn this camera around. So thank you, wonderful anonymous person, for that outstanding gift. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you, everyone, for sharing in my joy. I hope you had a wonderful and peaceful time in the Vintage Sanctuary. Take care, my friends.